I went to one estate sale this morning and pretty much took my whole bankroll for the day, but I found some really neat stuff. Let me show you real quick. First of all, let me show you in the back of the truck. Huge mirror. What is that? About 4 or 5 feet tall, heavy. Lady said her brother bought it in New York City. New York City, that's the old commercial, Wolf Brand Chili. Bought it in New York in the 70s. And man, it is quality. Get people asking for that one we have similar in the shop sometimes, and we don't want to sell that one, so now I'll have one to sell. See if anybody will put their money where their mouth is. I also was down here in the garage wiping off a couple of the pairs of bookends I got. Always pick up bookends, especially at a price that these were. And this is either the justice scales, so it would be good in a legal office, or a Libra, and I'm a Libra, and scales is the astrological sign. And then of course I got one of these little globe ones. Now this one does have some wear and tear on it, but again, it was very cheap. And like I say, I always pick up bookends, having a bookstore. And then I also have a weakness for mugs. Got this Super Bowl 20, Chicago versus New England Stein. This is the Refrigerator Perry one, the Jim McMahon as quarterback. Chicago won, of course. And then you have the old New England logo. Pre-Tom Brady, of course. And then check this out. She just gave me this plastic model of the Apollo Saturn V rocket. Reminds me of that episode of Seinfeld, Fusilli Jerry, where Dad falls on it. 1 in a million shot, Mr. Costanza. So a few of my other finds, or most of my other finds, I got in this box. This game I've never seen. The ancient Hawaiian checker game. Looks cool and hardly used. Got 3 little Joe Sinclair Carnival Liberty Bells. Those are cool. That's the type of stuff my folks collected and that we have had a lot of over the years, but I'm starting to get a little low on it, so it's always good to find a few more of those. Then I found one of these homemade weenie dog ceramics. I'm not sure what that, I should know what that's meant to be used for. Butter, or I'm not sure. And then I found 11 Frankoma political mugs. Democrat of all things. Kind of rare in Oklahoma. Yeah, I got 11 of these donkey mugs and 2 Uncle Sam ones down here. Here's one of those. That's what they look like. And let's see, what else? Oh, check this out. Double-decker Corgi London bus. Made by Corgi. What's in here? Oh, I believe this is a fairy light top. Always pick up partial fairy lamps. And then, oh, this is the, can you see already? Let's see if I can open it with one hand without breaking it. Oh, crash, no. Millie Fiore turtle. I think it's a turtle? Tortoise? Yes. How cool is that? I've probably made by Murano glass. Awesome. I might have to keep that one for a while. And lastly, I got these 2, or next to lastly, should I say, I got these 2 printer tray displays. And although I didn't buy a great amount of stuff at this sale, I did spend a fair amount of money. But here's the kicker on these. Those were on the wall, and every compartment was full of miniatures of all sorts. And I got those 2. One price for all. I even had to unscrew them from the wall. I had to work for it. Can you believe that? Now my next thing is, do you want to see the miniatures? I'll lay them out. Maybe I'll have one of the kids clean them. If you want to see the miniatures, I'll lay them out all on the table and take a shot amongst all of them. Well, I showed you the printer's trays. Now I just spent an hour unwrapping every single miniature that was in the printer's trays. And I've never seen so many all in one place at once. Here, let's pretend the phone is a drone flying over them. All these bottles. There's pewter, plastics, glass. Look at that tiny. Look at this. Oh, there's my hand. Look at this tiny whiskered cat. Look at this thing. Where am I? Oh, little advertising slot machine. Well, it was working earlier. Bud's Liquors and Gifts, Las Vegas. Tiny domino set. Some shells. It's a little Buddha. Miniatures for days.